Hello guys, today we are back with a bit of an impromptu video. Don't know if you saw not my last video, but the one before. I sort of did a sort of vlog, but like reaction to the Middlesbrough v Watford that I went to because I went home for the weekend and watched the match. And after that, I thought, Carrick out. I slept on it. You see, I made my thoughts clear in the video. Actually, I recorded that on the Sunday, not the Saturday. But yeah, I thought Carrick out after the game, slept in it, and I thought, I'm not entirely Carrick out. It's 10:15 p.m. on Friday the 2nd of February. We've just lost a 1-0 lead and lost 2-1 away at Bristol City. And I'm 100% Carrick out now. And I didn't think it would come to this, but I mean, I've got our SofaScore page up here. We've got the worst form in the league. We're the only team in the league that has won lost our last 5 games. The second worst team in the league based on form is bottom of the table Luton, and they've had 2 draws. We've got 0 point. We've lost 7 of our last 8. That is relegation form. I might swear in this video, so just heads up because I'm pissed off. Yeah. 7 losses in our last 8. I forgot the West Brom game happened. Genuinely, I thought we'd won 1 game this year. No, we've won 2 games this year. And it's almost March. It's March next week, I think. It just can't go on like this. Genuinely. We've now lost more games than we've won this season. We've dropped down to 11th. Well, no, we were in 11th before the game, but yeah, obviously we were the only one of 4 teams to play tonight, so we could potentially go down to 15th tomorrow. Fucking atrocious. 15th. I mean, I'll just check the games real quick. I don't know if... I mean, some teams might be playing each other. It's Norwich, QPR, Millwall and Preston. Norwich, QPR. Where's Millwall? Yeah, none of those teams are playing each other, so we could go down to 15th place tomorrow. Our season chart here. You know, it's not long ago we were in 5th. A month ago. I mean, we were in 7th 2 weeks ago when we lost to Sunderland. We were still in 7th. And tomorrow we have the potential to go down to 15th. It's just really worrying form. And today I couldn't find a dodgy stream. Not that I do that. To watch the game. And so, I'm just following from what people are saying on Twitter. First off, we weren't great. Apparently Whittaker had a good game, which is good. He's sort of starting to grow into it. Iheanacho looked alright, especially for Tommy Conway's goal. I love the fact that Tommy Conway scored, by the way. Probably the only highlight we can take out of this game, even though it meant fuck all. Yeah. But we go... We concede. It's... Again, to be honest... The goals tonight weren't awful. I don't think... It wasn't about defensive mistakes today, I don't think. The first goal, if I can remember correctly, it's just... I mean, you can argue that our players should have closed him down. It did look like a primary school football match where everyone's just running at the ball, every single player. And they didn't actually think, oh, hang on, he's probably going to pass to him. Maybe I should mark him and stop him from getting the ball. No, they just ran out the ball and he passed it around and just tapped it in. In the second goal, there's not really much you can do about that. Free kick hits the crossbar, rebounds to one of their players who was hoping to tap it in again, but it's just the lack of game management from Carrick. I get that we're his first job. He's the longest serving manager in the league. He's been here for 3 years now, I think, maybe. Or 2.5, 3 years. And he's not developed as a coach. He waited until the 78th minute, I want to say, to make his first substitute. No, not 83rd minute. 83rd minute for our first substitute. And that was a minute after going 2-1 down. He waited until we conceded and started losing in the 82nd minute to realise something's wrong. I should change this. Yes, something is wrong, Michael. We've been shit all game and you haven't changed a thing. Like, I said this in my Borough Watford video. Back in his first season, where we had Chubrakwan, we had Ryan Giles, we had like Cameron Archer, we had a clear plan and a system. We don't have that, and even if we do, we haven't changed a single thing about it. And teams know how to attack us and defend against us. Again, I said in that video, we played Preston, and Paul Heckenbottom was like, "Oh, Middlesbrough are a good team, but I know how to stop them," and they beat us twice this season. I don't know. I mean, apparently we're in a 4-4-2 today. He 2.5 years into his management here, he's only realised he can change formation. Genuinely, I don't understand. Obviously, I said in the Watford video, I slept on it and I felt a bit more positive in the morning. I don't think it's going to change, because if we keep him, it's just going to be the same next season, and nothing's going to change. It's so I started going to watch matches in that season with Tuba, like on my own, because I'd started getting, adult money. So I was able, and I was, grown enough, I could start going to matches on my own. So I went quite a lot more often. So I saw I went to like 2 Chris Wilder games that season, but since then it's just all been Michael Carrick, and he's given me some of the best memories. I went to the Chelsea game at the Riverside, one of the best matches I've ever been to, not because of the gameplay mind at which Josh Coburn beat outpaced by Thiago Silva for 80 minutes, but we beat Chelsea at the Riverside and I was there, and we outplayed Aston Villa at the Riverside for 87 minutes in the space of a week. And I use this app called Memento to track matches I've been to. It's not a sponsor. Sometimes use like FanHub and that as well, but I think Ellis Platinum was sponsored by Memento. I'll try and get my games up here. It's some of the best football we've seen at the Riverside. I remember in some of the games I've been to, I've been there and I've been like, wow, I'm enjoying watching Middlesbrough. We're playing some good stuff. But recently it just hasn't been that. We've been so lethargic and just error prone and just not looking like we're actually going to do anything. I mean, my last 3 games that I've watched for Middlesbrough, 1-0 loss at against Watford, 1-0 loss against Blackburn in the FA Cup, and bottling a 3-0 lead against Sheffield Wednesday on Boxing Day. I mean, obviously there's managers out there that we can get in. There's Steve Cooper, I wouldn't mind him. People say, "Oh, I don't want Steve Cooper." I know he's not the best to look at, but he's been promoted with teams. He's a decent manager. He's survived in the Premier League. Who else was it? Rob Edwards. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was in charge of Luton for a lot longer. He only started there in 2022, but he got promoted to the Premier League with Luton. And, he'd be nicer to look at than Steve Cooper. Obviously, we could go out and get a manager that's already at a club. I've seen people mention Danny Rowe a few times. That would be brilliant, but obviously I can't imagine he'd be willing to leave Sheffield Wednesday at the minute, and obviously we'd need to pay out a big compensation package. But I mean, and again, I'm saying a lot of stuff I said in the Watford video, but our coaches as well. We've got 3 coaches that are Michael Carrick. Jonathan Woodgate is a defensive coach. Was shocking defensively. Grant Ledbetter is set piece coach. Was shocking at set pieces. And Graham Carrick, who's there for morale. He's there to keep Michael company. What are we doing in training? It's a fucking mystery. What do we do in training? Genuinely, we're just They play Fortnite for 50 minutes and kick the fuck out of each other for the last 10, see if they can injure anyone. I just don't get it. Don't know if I've got much else to say really. If I do, I'll say it on my Twitter. I think it's in my description. But I'm sorry, Michael. You've given me some of the best memories I've had as a Borough fan. But I just don't think you can change anything. And I think we do need to make a change. So yeah, that's me. If you guys do want to see more football themed content, then do let me know in the comments. And yeah, I can't. I know I'm saying Carrick out, boy. I just dread waking up in the morning and seeing the picture of the corner flag with the article, because it's just depressing for a club. And it's depressing that we've lost 7 of our last 8 games, but like, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.